Oh.
Yo, 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 what up, man? Welcome to Mezzo Forte Sportz. That's right, Bar Talk with the super fans. We should know what to do. What about today's edition? We got the guy who's walked the walk now. He talks the talk. It's Coach Old School. Sitting at the table, we got the Red Raider and professional hater. It is Adrian. What up, dog? As always, faithful producer Crack AB. Phyllis host Danny B&B. Me, of course, the average hype man, Stuart Beinhardt. We're talking sports. Talk extra stuff. Take it away, Dan.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Mezzo Forte Sportz, bar talk for super fans. Coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas to your ears, providing some sports time for your free time. What up, this is your host, Danny B&B. How's everyone doing today? And how did your team do this week? All right, guys. So, I just wanted to welcome Dosco back onto the group. Just kind of want to do a little round table.
Get him out of
Excuse
here.
me, little round table. Say hi to everyone. Dosco, how you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Glad to see you guys are here. I'm glad to see we added a new member to the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Rocking that middle school shirt. I like it.
From the
and yeah, brought him up. Called him up from the minors. You know, we need to see how he does with the big boys. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, there you go.
Be good.
And Mr. Adrian, how you doing, man? I know you were here last week. We're just, kind of getting to know you a little bit better as you journey on with us. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Even though I've known you for 20 years.
Yes, you have. This is why you're on here today. Yes.
No, it's good. It's been awesome.
Every crew needs a wild card, and Adrian's gonna fill up that spot right now.
He is definitely the wild card of this group.
No lie. And
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Mr. Crack AV, how you doing, bro? I know you were out for one of our shows as well.
Doing all right, Danny.
Nice.
Really happy back here and fill the spot with DJ and Soundman. So let's do this.
Yeah. Nah, dude, we definitely missed you. It's just not the same, like when you try to, I don't know, you do a show and it doesn't really have sound effects. It's kind of like one of those things where it just kind of adds to the mix. Mr. Superfan Art, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fabulous, Danny. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, so
all our viewers out there, hope you're enjoying. If you're enjoying spring break, do it responsibly. And I know it's St. Patrick's Day. If it was today, obviously we all would be wearing green. But crack open a Guinness or some green beer, some Glenlivet, or some Jameson, and just watch the Conor McGregor's greatest hits on YouTube.
Nice one, Art. Nice one.
Well, tomorrow.
We got other things to talk about today?
It's tomorrow.
It's today or tomorrow? No, Thursday, right? Or no, tomorrow.
Thursday, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, tomorrow. There we go. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and we do have a pretty good show for today. We're gonna talk a little bit about NFL, some draft. It's a free agency and extension.
Free agency frenzy, Danny.
Yes,
free agency, extensions, trades. There is a lot of stuff going on, and we definitely want to start checking it out, talking about it, give our points, takes. And obviously we'll go ahead and actually start with our in-house resident NFL expert, of course, Coach Dosco. How you doing, bro?
Thanks, Danny. Oh.
Nah.
Yeah, so whatever, Adrian. Oh, well, actually,
I mean, from the Anderson, because he's in a big.
Yeah, dude.
No, actually, but okay, we'll give it a shot. Go ahead, Danny. What's up?
All right, bro. So today we're gonna go ahead and talk about some highlights, highlights about some free agents or extensions, trades, or kind of poke out for or you know show out for you.
Yeah. Yesterday was the free agent tampering period, which means that teams and players can go ahead and start having contract talks and going ahead and signing and agreeing to terms. Tomorrow is actually the when it becomes, I think it's at 4 o'clock Eastern, it becomes officially open and the players can go ahead and sign with these teams and it becomes official. Right now, it's just kind of like a handshake deal. Yes, we're agreeing to this. But there were some big names that went quick. And obviously, and you've probably seen it and heard, one of the big teams that came out with a lot of players, the New England Patriots. So they basically went and they tried to get, some of the best defenders out there. They got Matt Judon as a rushing linebacker. They got Jalen Mills, safety, Justin Bethel, a former Pro Bowl
Henry,
corner. What was that?
Hunter Henry agreed to the Patriots.
Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, two very good young deep tight ends. They traded for Trent Brown, their former right tackle, that was with them when they went to the Super Bowl, their last Super Bowl. They had let him go a couple of years ago. He went to Oakland or Las Vegas now, and now he's back. They made a trade to get a back, sign Nelson Aguilar, who had a really good year last year for those Raiders, and Kendrick Bourne, good little receiver from San Francisco. They made the biggest splash. They got a lot of players, and I think they're just trying to revamp. For next year, after having a season that wasn't very good, unlike the Patriots, and of course Tom Brady isn't there, but Belichick's still there, and that's where they're trying to. They're trying to make sure this guy can hear the echo.
Yeah, I don't know. Mute it. I'll tell you about it later. Yeah, just mute it.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't want to see him here. I want to see him on Facebook. Sorry, proceed.
And I guess he's trying to give him one last shot, I think, before he either moves on from the Patriots or retires. The one thing I see here is that, they re-signed Cam Newton. I don't think with what we saw last year from Cam Newton, I don't think he can get it done. Maybe he comes back, refreshed, a different guy, has a good offseason. But even though the Patriots did spend a lot of money and they probably are the biggest winners out of this free agency period, I think their biggest weakness is still that quarterback spot, and they haven't really addressed it, and they haven't really done anything. There's some rumors out there that Bill Belichick and Kraft and the GM from the Texans are having dinner tonight. So,
wow. So then,
could that mean Deshaun Watson trade? So, that's one thing to look for in the next few days.
Now, I mean, that's a lot. Man.
Because if
is he out? Like, is he out, bro? Like,
go.
Is it he's out. Like, is Deshaun Jackson just out? Like, he's just not gonna play?
I think if Deshaun Watson has said, I'm not gonna play, he's not gonna play. He's decided he's not gonna play at all. Now it's up to the Texans. The Texans don't have to let him go. The Texans can say, okay, you won't play, go sit down at your house. And they'll fine you, and we'll keep on taking your money. They're not going to take all of it. Some every week, they're going to keep on finding him, and until eventually he comes back and decides, you know what, I'm going to go play, or he retires and he sits out. We've seen it before. Carson Palmer did it. He did it when he was with the Cardinals to go to the Raiders. I believe, or Raiders to go to the Cardinals, one or the other. I think it was Cardinals to go to the Raiders. He sat out. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It was the Bengals. From the Bengals to the Cardinals, he sat out 1 year because he did not want to play with the Bengals. He sat out a year, did not play. He said he retired. Sat out a year. That was his last year of his contract. After that, they had to release him because he wasn't on the contract anymore. And then the following year, he went on and played with another team. Deshaun can decide to do that, but from, what we've been reading and what we've been seeing, Deshaun Watson does not want to play another down for the Houston Texans.
Like, he's out. He's already out. I mean, yeah. I mean, he has
Well,
to be.
he can say he's out. The Texans don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just like one of those things.
But the Patriots right now have been the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's
Patriots
just
have
gonna
been the
keep on
biggest winners
going
right
and
now.
going and going, and like no one's gonna be happy, honestly, until
But it's not like he can even get. It's not like the Texans can even trade him because they'll probably get like good deals from good teams. Like, let's say the Jets, right? They're like, hey, we're gonna give you like 3 first-round picks, all this shit, and then he's like, nah, I'm not going to the Jets. Like, so it's kind of like it works that way too.
Exactly. That's one of the other things to where he has a no trade clause.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the Texans say, okay, fine, we found a deal, and it may not be a team that Deshaun wants, he can say no. That's the only power he has to that degree. And Adrian's right there. I did see earlier where they were saying the Jets, and it was the Jets, offering 2 first-round picks, a second-round pick, Sam Darnold and Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle, to Houston for Deshaun Watson and another player. It wasn't a big name, but another. I mean, maybe the Texans pulled the trigger.
I mean, the thing is, like, they pulled the trigger with the receiver.
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. Thank you.
Hopkins, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
that was pretty.
Well, yeah.
That was pretty bad.
So it kind of makes it like the bar for Deshaun, but I don't know. I kind of put DeAndre and Deshaun Watson kind of at the same level in terms of position, right?
No, and I agree. You can equate it and say Deshaun is a top 5 or top quarterback in the NFL, right?
Right.
You can say the same. DeAndre Hopkins is a top 5, top 3 receiver in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So position wise, you're right. They equate. But then it goes, okay, is it easier to replace a receiver or is it easier to replace a quarterback? And the thing is, it's easier to replace a receiver. You might not, and this is one of the a baseball mentality where you lose your best. Now you're trying to make up for his stats.
Right.
In the NFL, you can make up for DeAndre's stats by bringing in 2 other receivers that may not be as good, but are productive and can get it done. And maybe one of them isn't going to have a 1,500-yard season, but if he has an 800-yard season and this other one has a 700-yard season, well, now you made up DeAndre Hopkins. So, you can replace a DeAndre Hopkins easier than a quarterback. I'm not saying there's, DeAndre Hopkins is a scrub and you can replace. No, it's not that. It's just It's easier. You can find different ways around it. A quarterback touches the ball every single play. And if he's not good, if he doesn't know how to read the defense, doesn't know where to go, can't make the throws, well, then it doesn't even matter if you have DeAndre Hopkins.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
So, and I guess just because that was an interesting point about Carson Palmer, because I never thought about that. But so is there any other option for Deshaun Watson? Because I don't think the trade's going to happen because, the teams that are going to give up the most for the Texans, for them to say yes, he's going to say no to that team, for sure. He's not going to go to the Jets or to,
well, it depends how much he really wants out. If he really doesn't want to play with Houston anymore, well, they might give you an option to go somewhere else. It may not be the best one, but if you really want out and you cannot play another down for that team, then go ahead and take your out. I mean, everybody says, what is he going to do? He could just say, he's going to sit on his principles. But we've seen that before. Melvin Gordon did it last year. when he was his last year with the Chargers. He sat out, and by week 9, week 8, he was already back because it hurt the money, because every week he was getting fined by the team like $200,000, like every week. So by that point, he lost like for 1.5 million. It's gonna hurt, especially when you play in a state when Deshaun's lucky because there's no state tax. But when you live in a state that has state tax, that your $100 million contract, goes to, after federal taxes, goes to like about 60, and then with state taxes goes to about 50 or 40. So you're not really getting 100 million. So, and then if you're taking away 1 million, 2 million because you're sitting out, I wouldn't do that either.
Mm-hmm. I could see him going to do some Subway sandwich commercials if he needs extra cash.
Yeah, HEB commercials, dude.
And I think Deshaun has done. Deshaun Watson was doing Subway's commercials.
Yeah,
I think he was a spokesman or for some. And the thing is that they're not going to put him out there though if he's not playing, because now he's not marketable.
It's true. Jimmy John's has to step up.
Jimmy John.
Exactly. You're going to need something a next lower tier restaurant to put him out.
But I just can't see the Texans. I mean, the thing is, between like how you said again, like, and going to your point towards Melvin Gordon coming back because of the money. But for like Deshaun Watson, he has way more leverage, right? So like if the Texans do start fighting him and shit, he's going to be like, well, now I definitely don't want to play for the Texans. And now the Texans are kind of in a rough spot where they're going to have to spend 4 or 5 years again, trying to find a QB.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fine, but at least it's going to be no other team that's going to have Deshaun Watson for 4 or 5 years. That's the thing. Deshaun Watson has 3 years left on his deal. And so is Deshaun going to sit for 3 years? And the Texans are fine with it. Why? Because they're going to be getting some money back of that big contract they gave him. They're not going to get all of it back, obviously, but they're going to get some of it back. You know what? So that's a less of a loss that they're going to take. I'm pretty sure there's some rules in there. It's not going to be that simple. It's just them taking their money, but taking his money. But yeah, they do get fined. I don't know what the limit is. I don't know how much they can go, but because some of it is guaranteed, right? There's always guaranteed money. So he's going to get his guaranteed money, but at the same time, he also signed a contract that says that he needs to play football. So he needs to play football to get that money. And if he's not playing, they're not going to give it to him.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what the contract's for.
mean,
exactly.
It's like one of those things where you get just put in a rough position where, players. You can argue that players need a little bit more of not power per se, but like a say. He's a quarterback.
But the thing is, well, before you say like they need more power, I mean, he's a player on a team, professional team, where the GM is really the person that runs the team. Like Deshaun Watson's not the GM; he's just a player. So I don't think there's anything where he can do or say, like I want to hire the head coach, like LeBron, I guess, right? Like I don't know. I just feel like there's that position for a reason. The GM position.
And exactly. And Adrian makes a good point there, comparing it to the NBA, because in the NBA, they've already gone to a point where these players can do whatever they want, say whatever they want. I don't want to play with this person. I don't want to play for that coach. And if you want me, okay, yeah. But remember, NBA is a 5-player on the court team.
Yeah, exactly.
And one person does make that big of a difference.
Very true.
In the NFL, don't get me wrong, Deshaun Watson
it's like 14.
It's going to make a big difference.
14, 15-man roster.
Yeah,
against like what, 50?
Yeah, something like that. But
Deshaun,
so dude.
Yeah, big role in the team winning and stuff. But if he doesn't have offensive linemen, he can't pass the ball. They can't run the ball. They still need defenders to stop people from scoring so they can outscore them and win the game. So, yes, Deshaun Watson is one of the most important pieces, but at the same time, he doesn't have the say to say, oh, I don't want to play for this coach, and I don't want to play with these players, and I want a better team. Okay, well, I mean, you signed a contract. If you didn't want to play for this team, if you didn't want to play for this team, then go.
You should have signed
And
a
now,
contract. Yeah.
going back to what Danny was saying about,
Mhm.
and what Danny was saying about the power. The thing is that if you let the NFL get to the NBA status, the NBA level, we're never going to have an NFL season because they're going to end up protesting and suspending the season, because then all these players we're going to end up having replacement players, because these players are going to want all this money and they're going to want all this control.
Hey, Falco, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that you're eventually going to end up with players trying to run the team, and that's how that works in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then comes the rise of the XFL.
There we go.
No.
But, okay, well.
Oh no, what's the league Johnny Manziel is in right now? He's throwing it to Josh Gordon.
Jesus Christ.
CFL?
The BMW Atlanta versus Ford fucking Virginia or some shit.
It's not
Something
CFL,
like
right? It's not
the
Canada,
CFL is a
right?
Canadian, but
No, it's American.
no, they're in I think it's Arena, maybe. I don't know.
It's something
I just
like
saw the
Arena.
highlight.
Oh, yeah. So,
And then they
it's
go
crazy.
home and work at Whataburger for the night shift.
Exactly. Deshaun can go do that. That'll be fine.
Nah. They're I don't know. I mean the thing is like, because like that's the thing, is that when Deshaun signed that contract, the GM said, I'll give you, I'm gonna take your influence to hiring the new head coach and all that, right?
Yeah, they fired that GM.
Right.
And they hired another one that he didn't want.
Right. And he didn't like the head coach either.
yeah.
So he's kind of, I don't know. I mean, that wasn't his contract, right? Because like he took his word from the team,
Yeah, of course. And the owner at the time died. Now it's the son.
Yes,
So,
that's true. Also, yeah,
it's a bunch of new
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going.
people.
Yeah.
So
that's happened to so many players. Probably, like, I mean, unless you play for the Cowboys, because that dude's a vampire. But there's like so many teams where they're every year. Like, imagine being Carson Wentz. Like, dude, holy shit, you're gonna play for like 10 coaches for sure.
oh yeah.
I think Jerry Jones has like the one ring from Lord of the Rings,
sure.
so he's got like that Gollum lives going on.
Motherfucker,
Oh yeah.
he's like Voldemort, dude. He's got like Horcruxes and shit lying everywhere.
Definitely. Tons of Horcruxes.
All right, guys. So we're just gonna move on a little bit more into
Moving on.
into actual free
My next
agency.
beer.
So I know that Tosco was mentioning out throughout the whole week how the Patriots were like just straight up signing everyone.
Cap.
Yeah,
They're buying up
and,
everything like a kid in Monopoly, and like all the green and yellow spaces are up for scraps.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to kind of pass it along. This time I actually wanted to have Adrian let us know what you think, like with right now with the Patriots going on. I'll just kind of do some highlights, just like the latest ones. I know we have a lot, but just the latest ones. Just Jaguars. I know our resident Jaguars fan, Seabass, he's not here right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and advocate for him a little bit. So they did sign Marvin Jones from the Lions and D tackle Malcolm Brown from the Saints, since the Saints essentially cut everyone. So and Andy Dalton did sign with the Bears for a year. I'm guessing the backup role, keep on with the backup role. Emmanuel Sanders.
That's a starting role.
Right now he's a starter.
Yeah.
Really? You think so?
Oh yeah.
Well, there's nobody else. Mitch Trubisky's a free agent.
Oh, that's
It
right,
was
that's
a
right.
reach. They reached for him.
Oh, so all right, cool. So I guess he's a starter. Emmanuel Sanders to the Bills. I think that's pretty significant. Gives
That's a big signing right there.
yeah. I think it gives the Bills already do have who's it? They have
Stephon
Diggs and Cole, right?
Yeah, Cole Beasley.
So I think Emmanuel Sanders. I don't know. I feel like he's a very good route runner and a real Like just like kind of.
But you can already tell. I mean, not just to get more into depth with it, but you can already tell the kind of offenses the Bills want to run now.
What is
Where it's
it?
just
I mean,
like it's very short slant passes and Stephon Diggs with post routes.
But that's fine because they couldn't. They were running that, and people knew they were going to give it to Stephon Diggs deep or Cole Beasley out,
Right.
in the flat. And the thing is that on the other side of the field, you had nobody because you had a scrub that couldn't get open. Now you have Emmanuel Sanders, who Danny said is a great route runner.
yeah.
Can catch the ball. Is a good, big, strong receiver. That's going to be great. That's what I've been saying. The Bills need. They need a number 2 receiver that can take away from double teaming Stephon.
Yeah.
And now it opens it up even
Right.
more because Emmanuel Sanders is not a scrub, so he can still beat people down the field.
Yeah, and they're gonna.
And that's what he was.
But you know what's
Pittsburgh.
gonna be the most disgusting about that though is that play action.
Oh,
It's gonna be gross.
boom.
Oh yeah,
All day. That's gonna
a
be
great
all day
sign
right there.
for the Bills.
Honestly,
yeah.
that like for fantasy owners, as the season starts, just kind of keep an eye out for that. But so real quick, Adrian, in this case, just wanted to ask you, since I don't think we actually did we get your Dak take yet or no?
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty short because it's kind of like
it's
you know,
kind of
beating dead
there.
horse.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Give
ask
me
you.
the short version, Adrian.
Yeah, I
want
wanna-
Well, the short.
Yeah.
My version really is just.
So hold on.
I sign him
Hold on. Before that, we'll go into
when you had 2-3 years to sign him.
Hold on. Put him in. So, I guess just kind of going on with everyone, guys. So obviously, the Cowboys did sign Dak. This is a couple weeks back. It was 4 years, 160 million. There's a little bit more details. We talked about the details in last episode. We did get a take from Adrian and Seabass at the time, but I did want to get Dosco's actual take. But I just wanted to get a Adrian to kind of give us like a little refresher of what he thinks. Being that they're both like very avid, Cowboys fans, and we have a lot of Cowboys fans in our
Not
audience
anymore.
as well.
Fuck the Cowboys.
So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor to Adrian. Have as you talk to Dosco, and then we'll hear Dosco's take. What do you think, man?
Yeah, so just like real quick, my take was kind of one of this confusion. Really, I mean, I knew they were gonna sign him; they had no choice, really. But I mean, why wait, right? Really weird to me. Bit the bullet.
Okay.
Hold on, guys.
I agree with you with the timing.
Sorry, guys. Right now it's right now we're
Hello?
kind of slowing down a little bit. Hold on.
Lagging.
Yeah, lagging a little bit.
Who's joining?
Wait, is that what happens?
Yeah, it lags a little bit. Okay. All right. Cool. So going back to Okay, so that was Adrian. So going back to again Tosco, he did sign with the Cowboys 4 years. There was like huge details on that. I know that you usually are a resident, expert in regards to like all the contracts and stuff like that, especially with like a huge contract like Dak's. Just want to get your take on it. Essentially the question last time was who won, Dak or Jerry Jones, or the Cowboys even. Who was the actual winner in this situation. And then the second will be, how do you think? What's your take on the whole impact to the team, and what do you see in the future for the Cowboys?
Well, going to what Adrian said, it was weird timing in the sense that I think it had to do with cap issues and also re-signing certain players. The thing is that the Cowboys hit on that draft pretty good when they got Zeke and they got Dak in the same year. They also got Jalen Smith, I think that year also in the second round. So they got good players, and they also hit on some players in the back. The thing is though is you had to re-sign Zeke, so you gave him $100 million. You had to re-sign Zach Martin, best guard in the NFL. You gave him $100 million. They re-signed DeMarcus Lawrence, who they got the following year, and he got also almost $100 million. So they had to re-sign some players. That's why they couldn't sign Dak because they didn't have the money because they had to even let go of Byron Jones. That's why Byron Jones left the team and he went to Miami.
Yeah.
I think it had to do with that. Timing is a good question to bring up, but now that it's done, it's $160 million over 4 years with 126 guaranteed. It's gonna be making about 41, I think, 42 a year.
Yeah.
This leads me to believe that.
But isn't it? I heard that like they're doing it like for 2 years or something like that, like where he earns like so much this year against the cap, and then next year is gonna be like a lot, and then in 4 years they're gonna extend it out or some crazy stuff like that.
Yes, the way they did it is to where Dak is signing with the bonuses in the way that they can be able not to be in like horrible cap situations.
Oh yeah.
But this also means that we're not going to be able to sign some of our later free agents because we're not going to have. We may not be, in cap hell, but we're not going to be able to have cap enough to sign, people like Lane Vander Esch, who's coming up on a contract. We're not going to be able to sign Jalen Smith to an extension. We're not going to be able to sign Michael Gallup because we also signed Amari Cooper. Forgot about that one. Amari Cooper. So that's another $100 million. We're not going to be able to re-sign Zeke when he becomes a free agent in a year or two. We're not going to be able to re-sign some of these defensive players that we have, that been there, that been good. Tyrone Crawford, Greer Woods. Those guys are going to end up being let go because they're going to want, maybe not the huge deals, top level deals, but they're going to want, good deals, and we're not going to be able to provide it. We're going to end up having to let players go as years go on. And I think that this deal, if you're asking me who won, that won because that money. I think that this year, since the way they made the contract this year is still good enough for us to go get free agents and get what we need. And I think we have to go. We as in Cowboys have to go all in this year. This is the only year. After this, we're going to end up losing our free agents, and in we're going to contend, but then in 4 years, by the time this contract's up, we're going to have to be rebuilding. We're not going to be able to re-sign anybody. So we have about a year or two of hopefully competitive teams, and then we're going to have to start rebuilding because of this contract.
I mean, we can get Eddie Lacy or something,
Oh my
God. You can go get Johnny Manziel and Josh Gordon from that Arena League.
I was gonna say,
They'll do it for a 12-pack and a Whataburger.
What about Melvin Gordon?
Nambe.
The running back?
Yeah.
Josh Gordon, the receiver? He's suspended again.
No.
He can't lay off the drugs.
I'm talking about the running back.
For the Chargers.
Wasn't he cut?
Melvin Gordon. He's on the Broncos.
Oh.
No, he's on the Broncos.
Oh, that's right. He's on the Broncos now. That's right.
Yeah. So,
I mean, the contracts, it's going to end up, it's going to, you can say we have a franchise quarterback, but at the end, this was looking like Dak's best year at the way it started. Then he had a season-ending injury. And then we don't even know if he's going to come back 100%, the same. He's going to come back 100%. We don't know if he's going to be the
Right.
same.
That's my argument. Well, really, that's what it comes down to for me is, I mean, if you're going to franchise tag a guy, that's fine. Just to give you more space to, continue talks and all that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
but
this is the same thing that happened with wasn't it Drew Brees? The same thing this happened to him when he played for the Chargers. He was in contract talks with the Chargers. They franchise tagged him. He got hurt, and they said bye.
Yeah, they had 1 year. They franchise tagged him. That year he got hurt, and then the following year, instead of franchise tagging him again or giving him a contract, they drafted Phillip Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they let him go, and I think they traded him or signed. No, I think they traded him. No, they signed. He was supposed to go to Miami, and he ended up going to New Orleans.
Oh, that's right.
Right. And I mean, it's. Oh, mom.
And then yeah.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just gonna say, we don't know how he's gonna be, and hopefully he comes back and he's the back that we need, but he's gonna have less players around him as the years go on.
So you think this is it? Like all in or nothing this year?
I think it has to be, but obviously by the way free agency's been going, we're not thinking that way. So
well, they're probably satisfied with the team they have right now.
So
are you satisfied?
I mean, we'll probably win the East.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's
the best of the worst.
I still think it's crazy that I don't know, like as a player, kind of going back to the whole, players have power and stuff like that. Like I understand that, I heard a guy was talking on the radio, like this is generational money, right? Like whether you get 50 million or 100 million, it's generational money. Like, you're set, your grandkids, your children, and say your grandkids, your great grandkids, if obviously you take care of the money or whatever, right? But it's like, they talked about how this was a little bit more than that. It was more about, players like, hey, I want to be able to, have a little bit more say in the team and stuff like that. I just want to be more than anything. It's football, and I want to make sure I'm fine. Since now he saw the injury that he got, right? But I don't know. I guess as a player, like you start thinking like, I'm pretty important. I want to take care of me. But just like we were talking about, like you're 1 out of 53. Like, not that yeah, you probably deserve that money. But just like kind of like realize like what's going on. Like that's cool, man. Like you'll win a whole bunch of games. Never the big one. So like kind of like my small little take on that.
Well, I mean,
I guess just to kind of finish off my small little take on that. Like I understand why Dak did that, and that's good for like the market just moving forward. Just I don't think I don't think it was not necessarily that it wasn't the year to do it. But just because there's like a lot of hectic things going on, and I understand, right? Like, there's no actual timing for this stuff. Like, it's just whenever you can. But more than anything, just to kind of think about like, okay, like, maybe even extend it out more, if you want to get paid, but just realize just kind of how you impact directly the team and the ability to, get players to help you, even you. Like, it's for your own good, Those go.
Yeah, no, and you make a good point, Danny. But again, and I'll use the example that happened earlier this year with JJ Watt. It's like, JJ Watt, oh, I want to go to a team and win, and I want to win a championship.
Pick the right team.
Okay, well you could have gone to a winning, but you went for more money. And the rumors are that there was 2 other deals that were more money, but he didn't take them. We don't know if that's true. That may be something that his people released, but he went to Arizona. Yes, Arizona is a good team. Can Arizona compete for the playoffs? Yes. Is Arizona going to win the Super Bowl? No, because they don't have a defense.
J.J. Watt,
The only people they have, J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones.
Patrick Peterson.
Who else?
I know.
Free agent. Who else?
Exactly. The running back. I'm the running back. Holy shit.
No, I'm talking about defense.
David Robinson. Whoa, David Johnson.
Yeah, David
He's
Johnson.
on the Texans. He's on the Texans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Yes, that's who they traded for DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And that's my point. And it's like, okay, well, why did you go there instead of somewhere where you can win a championship? Why? Because of the money. And the difference might have been $10 million.
Buda Baker.
But it's $10 million. And $10 million to you and me, that's generational wealth. For them, it may not be.
Yeah,
and maybe they need 50, maybe they need 100. Is that whatever more money they can get, they will get. To look at Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco betted on himself. He won the Super Bowl, and the next year he got, I think he was the highest quarterback ever at the time, 100 and something mil contract.
Yeah, he hit 100.
And what happened? The Ravens had to start letting go of other players because they couldn't sign anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember.
Luckily, they hit with Lamar Jackson, and they got another quarterback. But if it weren't for that, they need to pay Lamar Jackson now because Lamar Jackson's coming up on a contract, and he doesn't want to pay for $100,000, especially what he's doing. You got to remember, Danny, these guys' careers don't last very long. We remember the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's, the Drew Brees that lasted 10, 12, 15 years. For every one of those, there's 10, 15 of the guys that only played for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and they're gone. So they're trying to get that contract that's going to make them and set up their families for the rest of their lives, for the next generation.
Yeah.
And that's why they try and get the most money. And sometimes the money comes with less power, and in the NBA, the money comes with the power because you're going to be able to have a say in the NBA. And the NFL, you cannot. And you're right. You shouldn't, and you cannot have the power to say, I want this guy and I want that guy. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. So in this case, just kind of moving along with that, I did just want to just say real quick, I know we talked about it. Now the sweepstakes are kind of died down a little bit. It's a little bit more dry now that like people are signing their quarterbacks and stuff like that. But Russell Wilson, I know obviously he was in large trade talks. He kind of talked a little bit of more than your like he was just a little bit more mad, if you will, about his team and a little bit more vocal. There we go, more vocal about his team, about the O line, stuff like that. Hey, I get hit all the time, 55, season or whatever, like stuff like that, where it's just kind of like, bro, like telling me I don't do my job or whatever. But anyways, so I there's a lot of tension, a lot of friction, stuff like that. So obviously we all thought that he was going to be traded.
A little rift.
Yeah. But
heavily pursued by the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, and we had the top 4 teams were the Saints, the Cowboys, the Bears, and the Raiders. So
yes.
the Cowboys, obviously we just talked about it. They just got Dak. The Bears actually just signed Andy Dalton for 1 year, so I think 14 or 12, one of those. So that's gonna be their start.
Whatever it is, it's too much. They overpaid.
Yeah, but Andy Dalton, he'll be able to throw the ball around.
Russell Wilson has the same problem that Deshaun Watson has, and that the only teams that are going to want to trade for him or that Seahawks will accept for a trade, he's going to say no to.
And he has a no trade clause. Yeah.
Right. So he's not gonna like even if the Browns are like, yo, bro, we'll give you 6 first-round picks, and the Seahawks are like, hell yeah,
They'll say it exactly like that too.
yeah, probably. And then Russell Wilson, like, nah, bro, I'm good. You know, I want to go to Miami, and Miami's like, bro, we just got Tua. Get out of here.
Tua trash.
Fitzmagic got a sign.
Gonna win the East.
Fifth, I know. That's why when Adrian said that, oh, the Cowboys will still win the East, Fitzmagic's in Washington. That's not gonna happen.
Oh,
That's
that's
true.
right. That's right. I was like, where was he sign? Yeah.
I was devastated. I wanted Fitzmagic and the Cowboys be a solid backup.
It would have been a
He would've
vintage.
been
Dak can get hurt again. We're gonna win the Super Bowl.
True. He would have
Get hurt again. Yeah, Dak can get hurt again. We're gonna make it the promised
That's
land.
true.
Yeah,
That's
Magic.
true. We should-
Yeah, dude. I don't know. He just has special powers or something.
But
It's like Robert Ory.
Oh, yeah. but go real quick on the Russell Wilson stuff.
So,
I mean, I don't think
so
he's.
in this case, what do you think? What do you think, Tosco?
I think if one of them is going to get traded, it's going to be Deshaun Watson. I don't think he will. And maybe at first I was saying maybe, but now I don't think so. I don't think Russell Wilson will get traded because the thing is this. You have to make that trade before the draft. Yeah, we still got about a month or two, month and a half away from the draft. The draft needs to, and the trade needs to be done before the draft because obviously you're using those draft picks.
What if, let's say, hypothetically, like the Jags really want Deshaun Watson and they're saying, we'll give you this year's first round pick, and the Texans are like, we'll take it. Like, we'll get Trevor Lawrence. That's fine. And you guys get Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun's like,
that's absolutely. Yeah, no. That could work. But now, again, Deshaun can say no because, you're going to Jacksonville. You're getting out of Houston, but Jacksonville needs a lot of help. You know, and so he's going to end up going from Houston to Jacksonville. Houston's awesome because they'll get another new franchise quarterback who's supposedly the next big thing, you know, and they're gonna make that trade in a heartbeat. Sean can say no. Yeah, if you're asking me what the Texans should do it? Hell yeah, they should. You know, should the Jaguars do it? Why not? Would you rather take a rookie Trevor Lawrence who you don't know if he's gonna be good, or a Deshaun Watson who's already proven someone? I'll take Deshaun Watson in a heartbeat. But
you take the contract though.
Of course, you're gonna have to take the contract, but the Jaguars have the money.
That's true.
That's why I don't understand. I don't understand why they haven't signed more players in free agency.
Because they're the Jaguars.
Hey, exactly. So, but I think that Russell Wilson, I don't think he'll get traded. There was reports that apparently Chicago made a substantial offer, but that the Seahawks said no. And again, those teams that, those 4 teams were released by Russell Wilson, by his people saying that he wants to go play there. The Seahawks don't have to agree to anything. Again, he's under contract, and I think that situation, Danny, goes back to what you were saying real good about trying to have the power and having a say.
Yeah.
And that's what Russell will try to do.
Yeah.
He tried during the year to go in and talk to Pete Carroll and Brian Schottenheimer saying, hey, I want to do this. And he was trying to get input. And he got told, hey, get out. This is a closed door meeting. You're not here. You can't be here. And he didn't like that.
Yeah.
So, he wanted his input on, throwing the ball instead of running the ball. And they said, no, Pete Carroll runs the ball. So he didn't like that. So, and again, there's going to be arguments for both sides. But at the end of the day, there's people that are in charge, and there's people that sign contracts, and there's people that have to follow. You signed it, you have to follow. If you don't like it, then don't play. But you're not going to go play somewhere else. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Adrian? I mean, what if
the only way this works is if Deshaun Watson gets all the Texans players to not play next year. That's literally the only way.
They'll pull like a Rudy and they'll put all their jerseys like in the coach's front desk.
And the reason I say this is because it's been done before. Like literally, like I think it was like Jerry Rice at one time, and a bunch of other players were like, "We're not playing." And the NFL was like, "Shit, well then who's gonna watch?" I mean, because it's like going back to like the Tosco, he was saying with the replacements, and no one's gonna watch the Niners not throw to Jerry Rice. They ended up suspending the season for like what?
Yeah, I think it
12
was
weeks or something.
80. Was it 89 or was it the 90? It was I think there was a short season in like 89 or 93
exactly.
or something like that. Yeah, and because they didn't play.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly. Are you going to want to see Adrian De Leon?
The worst part is I'm probably not going to catch any ball. I'm just going to drop every single one.
Exactly. But I'll watch to see you drop.
And I only play slot. One. That's it.
Oh, okay. Now we're making preferences.
Like like just slot on the first and second down.
Amendola written on the back of my
shirt. I don't do third downs.
I don't go past 5 yards because then I'm gonna be windy.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you tear your Achilles heel just getting up from the bench.
And I want my jersey to say Amendola on it.
Another screw.
Oh my god! All right, guys. So then
I'll get his rookie card.
We're actually gonna go right into our next segment. It's actually our Hot Routes, a new edition segment. So we're actually gonna do a new kind of version of it. It's called QB Face Off. So we're actually gonna have Mr. Coach Tosco. Wait, the other way. Coach Tosco.
Coach.
And versus Adrian. So in this case, we're gonna have the blue corner. This is how it works, right? So we're gonna have the blue corner and the red corner. So in the red or the blue corner, we have Coach Tosco. He has kind of like a little bit of blue Cowboys or whatever. So you guys imagine the blue. And the red team, it's actually Mr. Adrian. So the way it works is like this. So if you guys have seen Hot Routes, and what it is like, imagine it's like you're the QB, right? And you get a hot route. So you get to obviously choose the route that you want. So what it is, it's a hot take. You either take the take, I agree, or you don't. Just like a QB takes the either takes the hot route or does it.
I'm more of a option QB play maker kind of guy.
Or option QB,
wild card.
Play action, whatever. Flea flicker, stuff like that. So in this case, we're gonna do like a variation of it. Again, it's gonna be like a little QB face off, and it's gonna be in this, instead of me doing the actual hot takes or the hot routes in this case, it's actually gonna be Tosco versus Adrian. So it's gonna be one right next to the other, and as you say your take, you're actually gonna go ahead. We'll go ahead and put the take out there, and then both of you guys will get a chance to defend it, whether you agree with it or you don't. And after that, the three judges, which is gonna be Mr. Crack AV, Superfan Art, and me. We're gonna go ahead and actually decide who has the best take. If we end up tying at the very end, then I'll go ahead and actually do a hot take myself, or I'll throw out a hot take myself and see what happens. What's up, Adrian?
When you say who has this hot take, do you mean the most
better argument?
The better argument.
To make
okay, well, I have a hot. I'll defend it with my life. I'll die on that hill. I'll even throw cash on that hot take that I have.
All right, well then you go first with your hot take, and you can defend it, and I will argue.
There we go. So the way this is gonna end up working. So there's
the
three judges. So we're gonna say either red or blue, and we'll go ahead and decide and go ahead and go with our scoreboard. So I will go ahead and actually put up also our teams. Our audience that's actually listening to us over Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. You guys can actually participate as well. If you guys do vote, we'll go ahead and actually add those votes up in there. So eventually, at some point, we're gonna make it an audience only type of game. But we're just kind of still getting traction. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our Hot Routes QB Face-Off Edition.
Hot routes.
Do it. All right. So again, on this corner, in the red corner, we have newcomer, Mr. Adrian DeLeon. In this case, we have his favorite teams are the Cowboys, Spurs, French team Lyon, and the only
Yes.
thing he hates more than anything is not winning.
Also the Cowboys.
Also,
Also true.
yeah, it's this love and hate relationship. On this other corner, we have Mr. Coach Tosco. He is our veteran. He is our house NFL expert and essentially like everything. You know, Mr. ESPN himself, Coach Tosco. How you doing, bruh?
We should call him Mr. Peaked in 2008.
Damn.
That's what happened now.
It is what it is, homie.
Yeah.
Still better than you,
Okay.
Yeah. So, hold on,
Mr.
guys.
Minor League.
Okay.
Hold on,
Okay.
we're getting a little technical difficulties. I think Evan
Uh-oh.
might have actually left the
Forgot to pay the election bill.
Oh shit. He's getting Whataburger.
Always a good
No,
decision.
he's
I'll take a
not
number
getting Whataburger.
6. Is that the chicken tenders?
Can we talk about the chop house
Ah.
burger? Why haven't they brought it back? I know it's a calorie bomb. It'll kill you if you get more than like
I'm like-
3 in a week, but it's delicious.
What happened, Mister?
Wi-Fi's been dropping a little bit.
Damn.
I should be logging on right now.
Oh, okay.
You say you're in the trap house? That's what I heard.
Hold on, let me move you to the side. Now everything's all over the place. Sorry, guys. I'm getting some technical difficulties. I'm still working on that. Bear with me.
This is the middle of the segment. Everyone doesn't listen to this part. They'll skip to the beginning.
Yeah, let me put a. All right, I'll
And
be
then
right
to
back.
the
We're gonna
end.
put a. We'll be right back, guys. Give us a little intermission. Give us like 45 seconds. Stand by.
45. Yes, I hear you.
Should be the 13th day. Matchup of the week or the month. King Kong Godzilla. What do you got?
I got
Evan.
King Kong.
All right, Evan. King Kong Godzilla.
I but Godzilla's
You're lagging, but
I don't know
I'll
what he
take
said.
that answer.
Godzilla.
Tosco. Coach Tosco. Godzilla. Taking it.
Yes, sir.
I can see
I'm gonna
that.
get my charger. Hold on.
Go ahead. Let's see. We also got the Snyder cut
They say it's real
Of,
good. I want to see it.
Justice League. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, when is it? Thursday?
If not this week, next week. I want to say this Friday.
I thought it was Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. I mean, the original cut was so, but I want to see a more mature, darker superhero movie, and I think it's going to deliver.
I hope so.
Damn straight.
Yeah, but we all know what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that Mortal Kombat movie.
Right you are, brother.
then we can start saying, okay, let's make it and win the conference and then make it to the Super Bowl, which I think is years down the line.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit of a super hot take, but we'll go ahead and just take it. We'll go ahead and decide on that. So we will go ahead and actually have Mr. Craig AV go with the score for you. So on our red corner, we have Adrian. He's saying that the hot take is there. We're going to go ahead and take the whole thing. Do you agree with him? Or
Of course,
do you
I
agree with
with him.
Tosco, which, nah, bro, not even, they don't even have a defense or anything like that. Go for it. Mr. Crack AV.
He's a pirate right now.
Yeah, I know. Looks beast.
Pirate Radio.
Sorry, my speaker wasn't working there for a second. I can hear everything now.
All right, cool. Yeah, so yeah, my bad. So in this case, so we're just doing the hot takes. We're doing the judge off. So we're actually going to start with you. Who do you think did the better take, Adrian or Tosco?
Definitely like Adrian's delivery. Adrian's delivery was pretty good, and Bosco talked about a lot of loss going on. Listen, I don't hear about losses. I need to hear about wins and points. So
Dang.
I'm gonna go with Adrian.
Oh,
For Adrian.
getting hot in here, Mr. Superfan Art. Talk to me.
Well, I do like Adrian's enthusiasm, and he does see a lot of hope for the Cardinals' future. But I like to side with Coach Tosco on this one, just because Cliff Kingsbury, he's still trying to find his way in the NFL. He like he said, he's been mismanaging some games that could have been very winnable. Some games are actually, the margin of win, the score wasn't. It was, manageable, but because of certain things, coaching aspects, they were very winnable games. As for Kyler Murray, yeah, he's going to get better as the years progress. JJ Watt, who knows, maybe he'll be the savior on their defense. But you forget it is a very competitive division. So you got to be bringing your A game from the get-go if you want to make it past the, I guess, first rounds or even get lucky enough to get a wild card position. So right now, Cardinals, I'm not very confident in them at the moment. Sorry,
Dang. Money. So we have one-on-one. So it's gonna come up to me, and my take is
fuck Mac Brown.
I'm gonna go with.
Take that back.
I'm gonna go with Tosco. Sorry, Adrian. I mean, I understand the Cardinals. I mean, if you would have chosen maybe someone even the Browns or something, I don't know about the Browns, but I'm just gonna they just don't have a defense. And I don't know. I just don't. I just don't trust Kyler Murray. I just don't.
What?
I don't know, dude. You just need to win the Super Bowl then talk. No, no. Honestly, I feel like
next year.
I feel like Arizona, and I feel like Arizona's gonna do good because that everyone was kind of talking about the division is actually pretty hard. But I still think they're gonna be very competitive. And you think Larry's coming back, Adrian?
Mm-hmm. That's another factor.
Yeah,
Larry
so
Fitzgerald.
I'm gonna go
he's
ahead.
Not a factor anymore, but I think he'll come back.
He's past his prime.
I mean,
all right.
he's
So we're gonna go with Tosco. He gets the point.
Man, fuck that guy. Wait, what's it? Does he get to have a hot take?
So he actually go ahead, and the next hot take is actually gonna be with Tosco. So Tosco's hot take is next. Go for it.
It's gonna be oh, dude, the O line for the Texans is actually it's not that good. It's okay, it's not even a hot take.
Okay, here's your hot take, Adrian.
I already ruined it.
The New England Patriots will make the playoffs next year.
That's You know what? They won't.
Why not?
I have zero. I think about it. All this they got all these tight ends.
He didn't say win the playoffs. He just said make
The playoffs. Yeah, I don't think they make it. I don't think.
Dang.
Okay, why not? Here's your
Who's the
make your
defender?
argument.
Okay, so let's just say, they have to be two teams, really, right? Realistically, at least. That would be the Dolphins and the who's the other team?
Vikings.
Language.
I don't know.
No, what the hell? Vikings. No,
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills. That's right. Thank you. So they had to beat the Bills and the Dolphins, who I don't think they'll be able to do that with Cam Newton. That's the only thing. I mean, sure, they have a good team now with all the free agency signings with defensive player, like the linebacker, and he's got his picks and his defense and all that now trying to get lined up. But yeah, I think offensively they're still lacking, even with that receiver that just signed. I forgot his name.
Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar. Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Don't drop the ball, bro.
So I don't know. I just think that I think it's very possible, and I don't really think yours is much of a hot take as outside of the realm of possibility.
Okay.
Let's just put it at I say they have a 25% chance of making it, I guess.
Dang. All right, Tosco, your turn.
They have a what was that? I'm sorry.
They have a 25% chance of making the playoffs.
Okay. So let me tell you why they will make the playoffs. Okay. So first off, yes, you're right. They signed all these players, right? And it's going to help them win games, right? It's going to help them win games. Now, people are saying, yes, the weakness, Cam Newton, he sucked last year, right? But I think now Cam Newton has weapons, okay? And he doesn't have to do that much better than what he did last year. Last year, they went 7-9, okay? And now they're playing a third place schedule. That makes a big difference. In the NFL, if you win first in the division, you're going to play all the first place teams the next year. So you're playing the hard schedule. You're playing the top of the top cream of the top, But if you're in second place, you play all the second place schedule. If you get third and fourth, so that's how they kind of keep it, even when they schedule. Yes, they still need to play Miami twice, Buffalo twice, and the Jets twice, right? But right there, the Jets, I think, are improving, but they're not there yet. So I think those are 2 wins. Miami, I think 2 are trash. But Miami is a good team. But I think they can win one of those games because they did beat them last year. Okay, so 1-1. That's already 3 wins. Let's say they lose to Buffalo both times. That's fine because Buffalo is the better team, right? Now they play a third place schedule, meaning now they have to play Jacksonville. That's another win. Okay. They're going to play the Chargers. That's another win. This year they play the Texans. That's another win. Then they play the division in the NFC. They play the Falcons. That should be a win. They play the Panthers. That should be a win. Okay. They play the Bucs. That's a good team. Let's say they lose. They play the Saints. If Jameis is at quarterback or if Taysom Hill's at quarterback, who knows how that team's going to look. And they still need more cuts because they're still under the cap. So there's about 7 or 8 games that they could win very easily. And the key to all this and the last kicker in all this is that they're getting back their 8 starting players that opted out last year because of COVID. They're getting Dante Hightower back, all-pro linebacker. They're getting Marcus Cannon, Pro Bowl lineman back. They're getting Patrick Chung, Pro Bowl safety back. They're getting more guys back that did not play last year. So they're getting a roster full of good players that are coming back, and they don't have to do that much better. Cam doesn't have to be Superman Cam.
So just to follow up on that, do you think that if you switch out Cam Newton for Tom Brady on that same team, do they make the playoffs? As
Tom Brady makes it. He probably wins the Super Bowl.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. But so that's what I'm saying. They're going to make the playoffs for sure.
No. Bill Belichick can't even make the playoffs by himself? No faith.
Okay. So I'm not saying they're going to win the division, right? I think Buffalo's going to win the division, but who are the other teams that are contending for a wild card? Let's think.
Yeah.
The Dolphins.
In that division,
That's it.
Miami. Okay, throw Miami in there. All right. No. Well,
Oh,
it goes
okay.
throughout the whole conference, right? So then in the other division, you have the Ravens and the Browns. Okay, so one of them's going to be competing. I think the Steelers are trash. They're going to go down. They still need to cut more people, right?
Yeah.
And then,
And
yeah, and then in the other division, you have the Colts and Titans. So that's one of those teams, right? So that's already 3. And then in the West, it's the Chiefs, and then the Raiders got rid of all their O-line. They have no O-line right now, so there goes that. They lost defenders, haven't signed anybody. They lost their best receiver, so the Raiders are out. The Chargers are still coming up, but now they have a new coach, new system, so I think they're a year away. The Broncos still suck. So the Patriots are only going to have to compete against 3 teams. One of those teams is in their division, which they can go ahead and hopefully have wins. They can beat them twice. They have the tiebreaker. And then they play the Browns this year. They play the Titans this year. So if they pull off those upset wins, they could. They're very much in that wild card contention. And I think they can be one of those 2 teams.
Yeah. Dang, it's pretty hot takes right now going on right now. We're gonna go ahead and do our little judgment a day movement. So we'll go ahead and let our judges decide. We'll have Mr. Superfan Art go first. What do you think?
Yeah, Art, what do you think?
Thank you. I was gonna side with you, but now I would go against the Patriots making the playoffs only because your argument relies on a lot of guaranteed victories. Yeah, you're saying a lot of key players are returning who did opt out, but I mean, who knows how well they're going to perform? Maybe they have some rust. I don't know, or who knows? Like,
and Dante had
some crazy free agency or some pretty solid diamond in the rough drafts that might help those opposing teams in some form or fashion. I'm not a betting man, but I wouldn't make that bet just because there's not enough information at the moment to see if they would go the distance. So I'm going to side with Adrian just because I can't put all my guarantees on the Pats going on. And also Cam Newton is suspect as best. If he's the head of the spear, it's not a very sharp spear. Don't get me wrong. The stick is good and sturdy, but that head of the spear.
Maybe if they swapped out Dante Hightower for Brandon Spikes, I might, change my mind.
Swayed.
No, and that that's a good point, Art.
Evan or Crack AV.
Actually, for myself, I'm gonna go in favor of Patriots not making the playoffs.
Dang.
Only because I get a vibe. I get a nice vibe last year that every game that went on, Cam was playing and Belichick was just getting more and more pissed. I think that trend is going to continue. Just Belichick being pissed, and although he has many weapons at his disposal, anger, a little bit of that anger is going to, make some choices for him that's going to bite him in the ass.
Dang.
So that's what I think about the coaching level of the Patriots.
All right.
That's my take.
So we'll go with Adrian. So my take was actually with Dosco. I just think they'll just find a way.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna Spurs it, 8 seed type stuff. We're like, we can make the playoffs, but we can not, and it'd be better. But we're Belichick. It's a Belichick, coach team, you can't just not try to make the playoffs. But they judges win. So Adrian gets the point. Adrian gets the take.
It's gonna be a sick recording to go look at next October and November, December. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome too. I'm gonna love it, dude. When Kyler Murray's NFL MVP, when he's
All right, so Mr. Adrian, you are our next hot route QB. So you're up next. It's the second half, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's two takes. Two takes. It's two halves.
Let's see. Man, that's too hot of a take, but I think I want to say it just because it's like in the realm possibility too.
Boom, go for it.
Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl.
Dang.
You know what? Chiefs don't make the conference championship game.
Oh,
I mean,
scandalous.
that is pretty scandalous.
And the reason I say that is because not because besides even I think they
O-line?
they signed new O-line replacements, or just one really, or I think two actually, but I think that there's a certain point where a team just kind of does this. I'm not saying that. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm not saying that that they're not gonna make the playoffs or be a contender or be a favorite to win or anything like that. I just think that like the luck of the ball going their way, like it has been, for these last 2 years, is just gonna end up running dry essentially. So that's my take. I think that the Chiefs might have a bitter season and a bitter postseason, I should say.
Dang. All right. Let's go for it.
Okay. So then I ask you, who's going to beat them?
I mean, I think anybody could beat them.
Oh, well, I know, obviously. Okay. It goes without saying that anybody can beat anybody.
Right.
But to say that they're not going to make the conference or not make the conference championship, that means that they're going to lose in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
They're going to lose to a team. You're saying that they're not doing.
You know what? I think they'll lose to the Patriots.
Dang.
All right.
I see what you did there, dude. I see what you did there. Dang.
Nah, but honestly, they could lose. I mean, if Derrick Henry still runs the same, but I doubt it. But if he does, I think they could lose to the Titans. That'd be a team that could beat them.
Okay, so let me. So, out of the teams that you're saying are gonna beat the Chiefs, or there's gonna be a team that's gonna beat the Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any of them getting better. The Baltimore Ravens lost defenders. They lost some defensive guys. They're losing some offensive linemen. So I don't think that team got better. Okay. The Tennessee Titans, they got Bud Dupree, a good edge rusher. Yeah. Okay. But they lost one of their main receivers, right? One of their two guys that lost their tight end. They're going to be losing some key positions, some key players on offense.
Right.
So I don't think that team got better. Okay.
But, I mean, just to counter you for a little bit here, I didn't think that the Bucs even had a chance against the Chiefs.
Oh, I did. I said here. I said it here that I thought the Buccaneers were going to win. It was all when they said that their two offensive tackles were out, I automatically knew Tampa Bay was going to win. The way you saw Tampa Bay play in the playoffs, that defensive line was just tearing people up in the playoffs. They weren't
Right,
playing
right.
like that in the regular season, but
No.
in the playoffs, they just turned it on.
Well, that's what I'm
And-
saying is that anything that happens in the regular season, as long as you, and you say it too, as long as you make the playoffs,
Yeah,
it
anything
doesn't
goes.
matter.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
I mean, look at the Giants. They won 2 fluke Super Bowls just because their defense got hot in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like Danny said, they just scrapped it in. They were the 6th seed, made it in, and they won. You know, they won. They won the Super Bowl. You know, but my point to you is, okay, the contenders that are going up against Kansas City in the AFC, did they get better? Okay, I think the Bills signing Emmanuel Sanders now got better. Okay,
Right.
and then the Browns, who signed John Johnson, a safety, which they need, okay, got better. But at the same time, okay, is it better than the Chiefs? Now the Chiefs lost. They cut their 2 offensive linemen. Okay, but they signed Joe Tooney, who's a Pro Bowler,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think they were going to sign, or they signed another one, right? They're also getting their former starting guard from that Super Bowl team, Duvernay Tardif, who opted out last year to go be a doctor because he's a doctor, to go be a doctor in Canada to help out the people during COVID. So he opted out the season to go help people fight COVID, right? He's coming back this year, right? So the Chiefs are getting back their line. They didn't lose anybody on defense. They haven't lost. Well, I said I'm wrong because they did lose their linebacker. But realistically, their linebackers didn't really play a big role in their defense. It's their safeties and their D line, and their safeties and D line are there. Their corners were rookies, and they're still there. So the only thing was their offensive line. They signed their offensive line. So my question to you is, are the Buffalo Bills, which they beat in the playoffs, with Emmanuel Sanders now better than the Chiefs? And the Chiefs beat them by like 20 points. And are the Browns, who, again, the Chiefs beat in the playoffs, better, okay, good enough, better enough to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? I don't think so. I don't think so. So that's my argument to the Chiefs won't make the conference championship. I think there isn't anybody else that can beat them. So by default, I think they're there again. And I agree with you in the sense that there's teams that they're like this and all of a sudden they start plateauing. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that Patrick Mahomes is not there yet. Not there yet. I think also the Super Bowl, it affected Andy Reid, and then with the whole thing that happened with their coach and the crash and the little girl, I think that affected them a little, you know, because they look horrible
Rattled.
in the Super Bowl. It was bad. They looked horrible. Like it wasn't even
Yeah,
like
they look rattled almost, dude. Almost rattled, like seriously.
The whole time.
It kind of reminded me of the Seahawks Broncos game.
Eh,
Essentially.
I mean,
the Broncos had
that was a very bad game. Like that was a very horrible Super Bowl.
And the Broncos had the best offensive season ever.
Yeah.
They set records that year.
Yeah,
records upon records.
And then Peyton Manning got tired. I mean, that's what
so
happened.
And they also went against one of the better defense that also set records that year with the Legion of Boom. So, you know.
But they came back next year with Von Miller.
Yeah, and they won. But again, I don't think there's anybody out there that can beat the Chiefs that's good enough that's there yet. So, yeah, the Chiefs are going to make the conference championship. And they're probably even going to make the Super Bowl again.
And I agree with you.
God dang.
I think everyone should agree with Dosco.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and go with our judges. We'll start with Mr. Crack AB. What do you think, man?
Coach Dosco spelled it out almost perfectly for me. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Coach Dosco. Kansas City Chiefs really don't have any real opponents to worry about. He's only on the up and up. Yeah, that guy.
Mr. Patty Mahomes, yeah. Nice. All right. We'll go with Tosco as blue. We'll have one for blue and Mr. Superfan Art. What's up?
I will side with Coach Tosco on this one just because the Chiefs are too much of a powerhouse to be denied. Even on their worst days, they'll still give you some good competition. Like you're saying, they were going through a little bit of a funk during that Super Bowl performance, which they were obviously very deflated on both sides of the ball. So I think they got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They're going to bounce back with some good form, and there's really just nobody in their division that can really give them some comp. So I think they will go to the playoffs, and maybe even very good odds at the return to the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna go with nice. So then, in this case, Tosco wins the round. So I'm actually gonna kind of go in between.
Oh, nobody cares what you say, Danny, because Tosco wins the round.
Whatever, man. I can say whatever I want. So,
Fine.
so for Tosco, I think, or for me, I don't think I'm signing more with Adrian more than Tosco. I don't think they're gonna make the Super Bowl, but I think they're gonna definitely make the conference championship. I just don't think they're gonna. Or no, you said division, right? Division, yeah, division champion, division.
No,
Say
conference.
Conference? No, I think they're gonna go to the conference championship and lose. Is that what you're saying?
That's
So they
not
make
bad.
it.
No, he's saying.
That's what I had originally. That's what I had originally said, but then I said, I'll make it even hotter, like spicy,
Like,
It's,
like sizzling, a little sizzle.
yeah, like
Some
chili,
wasabi. Some
like
wasabi,
motherfucking chili's pitas comes out,
Mmm. Put some cheese on the chili dog. Jeez.
Ooh.
I don't know. Whatever. I like cheese. Yeah, like,
This is an Olive Garden, sir.
sorry guys. So Tosco won. And I think I don't think they're gonna make the Super Bowl. I think they're gonna actually lose on their way going to, I don't know to who, but I just think it's just one of those things. He's gonna get one of those. What's it called? The itis? Not the itis. What's it called when you like kind of like it's like a mental block?
The yips.
The yips.
Yips.
The hell is that?
It's like a baseball term.
I'll tell you about the yips later on. All right?
Yeah, it's
What
like
is
it's like a baseball thing. Yeah, it's a super fan. All right, and Tosco stuff. All right, guys, and then for the last hot take, a hot route, we're actually gonna go ahead and give the baton back to Tosco so he can give his final one. This is the final final quarter, if you will, of the game. So far, it's 2-1. Tosco's up. So let's see if we get a tie, go to overtime, or if Tosco takes it, go for it.
All right, so here's your hot take.
All right.
Ready for it to explode.
Let's do it.
All right.
Brace yourself.
Nah,
The
I don't agree with you.
Buccaneers- The Buccaneers will repeat as Super Bowl champions.
Dang.
Nambe, dude, that's too hot.
All right, well,
Let
tell
him
me,
say
tell
his
me why you
reasons.
don't agree.
All right, you wanna defend it, or we'll give it to Adrian?
I don't know what, Adrian. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Nah, well, I just think that it's so
Adrian's
hard
face.
because I like the Buccaneers didn't even do good that season, so it's kind of crazy that they even made it into the playoffs to begin with, right? But I don't think they get to that same streak on defense to get back into the Super Bowl. I just don't. I mean, I don't think they. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's because I could say, like, I don't even think on paper, this is, you're like, damn, Jason Pierre-Paul, like, damn, that guy's like, Hall of Fame. You're not gonna say that. You're not gonna say.
You think they'll beat the Packers if it comes to a playoff matchup?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Dude, probably. I don't think the Packers are that good anymore.
I mean, they just need to get a good. I mean,
Like, he's right though, because like,
that's how they won, right? They got after Rodgers. Right?
if I think, yeah, I mean, they destroyed him. If I think of like who could beat, like if I'm like, oh, can the Cowboys beat the Bucks? I'd be like, no, it's over. The
Yeah.
score's like 31-0, maybe 31-7. I don't know.
31-0.
Like the only team that, because I don't know, man. Like it's hard. I don't know. I don't think they make the Super Bowl only because I don't know. Maybe
Okay, so who
Who
beats them?
beats them?
that's the thing, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
They have there's no more Saints. There's no more Falcons.
No.
There's no.
Don't even say anybody in the NFC East.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
That whole
Seahawks?
division's done.
I guess you have the Rams and the Seahawks, but even then, it's
I
like
don't know about the Rams.
the Seahawks got to hit hard, like because sometimes like Russell Wilson, dude, he'll just go ball out, right?
Yeah.
That's what you would need to happen. But
Yeah, but and that was my thing last year. Russell Wilson balled out for the first half of the season. Awesome.
mhm,
And he disappeared. Where did he go? What happened?
I don't know. They're
He
still
was the
finding out.
MVP yeah, exactly.
They'll do an
Exactly, that's
investigation.
exactly right. Now
was-
you could say the Rams had that defense and all badass, yeah, but okay, they have the defense, but is the offense going to show up? Are they going to have a consistent running game? Is Matt Stafford the answer?
You know who beats the Bucks? I just remembered my first hot take.
Oh,
Oh my God, the Cardinals.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
My
well,
God.
he
All
has
right.
a hot take, so that basically tells you what.
All right.
Desert.
That's who wins, baby.
Go for it,
Kyler
Tosco.
Murray. Try to sack him.
No.
Try to sack him, Jason. He's gonna be fucking chasing him around in circles for like 10 hours.
No.
Yeah. Anyways,
Kyler Murray runs 2,000 yards every game, but yeah, he only runs forward for 100.
anyways,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I think it's a pretty good hot take because
It
You
really
know,
is.
I-
It really is. Like, and
Because
the NFC's
that-
trash.
yeah, because they bring him back the whole team. They're re-signing everybody.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
only one that haven't re-signed is Leonard Fournette, which last report said that he was probably going to come back.
Yeah.
And
Do a little
and
team
so-
friendly
And every-
contract.
Well, everyone's a team friendly contract because they're all busted players.
well, and that's part of what the thing is like
Get
Adrian's
shit
right
out.
in a way because it's like but it's a good combination of old and young that makes it work, and that's
Yeah.
why they're winning. You're right. Jason Pierre-Paul didn't have a great season. Ndamukong Suh didn't have a great season,
No.
but when it was time to turn
Yeah, I
it
was
on,
like, but they had good
turn it on.
games.
Yeah, they had good games on offense. Chris Godwin was hurt. He broke his finger, broke his hand, whatever. But then when he was good, he came back. He was awesome. Mike Evans, he was, good sometimes. He was up and down. And then what happened? Yeah, got healthy. Boom, at the top. Gronk even started catching touchdowns.
Yeah, seriously.
And
AB.
that's what they still have.
Dude,
That's what they still have.
the thing I hate about the Buccaneers the most is that they have Gronk and Cameron Brate. When I saw Cameron Brate catch a ball, I was like, what the? I lost my shit. I was like,
Oh no, and they also have O.J. Howard, by the way.
oh yeah, and forever. I think he's been there
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna let go.
Yeah.
No.
No, he was going to be traded, but they didn't end up trading him, and he's still on the team. So I think he got hurt. So, but yeah, they still have O.J. Howard, and yeah, they're Antonio Bryan is a free agent, right? But they don't. I mean, he did okay, but I mean, it's not like he was winning games for them. They can go sign the next receiver that's out there, and it'll be the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was the Antonio Bryan of old where he was tearing it up. That didn't happen. But defensively, their defensive backs, Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Antoine Winfield, those three guys are combined been in the league for like 3 years.
Wow.
That's their defensive back, and they're all good.
Yeah.
They're two middle linebackers, Devin White, who's a superstar, Levante David, who's been a superstar. I've been saying it for years. Levante David got re-signed, okay? And then on the D-line, they got Jason Pierre-Paul, They got great Barrett,
Two.
Barrett back. They still got Vita Vea. They still got Najama Kung Su. Like, and they still got McClendon, which they traded for last year, who was a Pro Bowler that 1 year with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the same team back. You know, who's going to be? They didn't lose any of their O-line. Their O-line is set.
I mean, and it's
So
Brady. I don't know. I feel like O-line and Brady doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it
No,
does,
and,
but
and all the other teams, there's something different. They lost somebody. They lost one or two pieces. You know, how the Packers lost their starting center. Their starting center, their Pro Bowl center, is gone, not on the team anymore. Their
damn.
left tackle, Bakhtiari, their franchise left tackle,
Bakhtiari, see ya.
he's hurt. You know, we don't know how if he's going to come back the same way. He blew out his knee. You know,
God dang.
So you know, yeah, they re-signed Aaron Jones, which was a surprise.
Honestly,
but-
that's what I was saying. Yeah, me too. I thought that was
I thought they
random.
were gonna- Yeah, but offensively, they lost guys on the offensive line. They haven't signed anybody. So you know, is Aaron Rodgers going to run around again? Defensively, they're going to let go of one of the Smiths because they don't have money. They're negative cap. The Packers are one of those that's negative cap.
Oh
They have to
dang.
cut players.
Oh, that's right. They're right next to they're right after the Falcons or whatever, right? I
yeah,
think.
the Falcons, the Saints, and the Packers are all negative cap.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to make room somehow and cut players. So that's what I'm saying. Like, who else is there? The Rams? Yeah, the Rams have the defense. They got Leonard Floyd back, which is a good signing. But is Matthew Stafford the answer? Is he going to be a new system? Okay. The running game, they're going to go with Cam Akers. Malcolm Brown left. They're going to go with Cam Akers. Is he the answer? You know, is the offense going to show up with him there? So, and they lost, I think, one of their offensive linemen too. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So
those are the biggest, the biggest people that can beat the Buccaneers or the Packers and the Rams. The Seahawks can go either way. It's like Adrian said, which Russell are you getting? Are you getting MVP Russell? Then they're in it. But if
yeah.
you're getting regular Russell, then no, they're not going to be in it. It doesn't matter who's on that defense. And
Yeah.
they lost some of those players too. So
Yeah. So, all right, guys. So we'll go ahead and have the judges start with their takes. Mr. Superfan Art, we'll go ahead and start with you. What do you think, bro?
The argument was Patriots Super Bowl.
No.
repeat.
Bucks.
Buccaneers.
Excuse me. Tom Brady is the face of the Patriots for so many years. I get confused
Yes.
myself.
Yes.
It is a compelling argument. They are pretty much almost the exact same team, if not better. All the same pieces are going to still be in play. And now they already have a year under their belt as being a cohesive team. It's going to be scary. Who is
Yeah.
going to give them some comp in the NFC East? If, like you said, you don't know what kind of Russell Wilson you're going to get. And, you know, who knows what is going on in Green Bay, how they're going to turn out. Because we all thought they were going to go the distance, and they end up tripping at the finish line last year. So it is a very valid argument. And I wouldn't bet against Brady. Only a fool would bet against Brady. And I ain't no fool. So I'll say Brady will go back.
Dang. All right. So you're with those school.
Sure, why not?
Mr. Crack AV. Talk to
He
me.
wants to be politically correct. I like it.
I kind of have to side with Tosco on this one.
Dang. Why?
Pretty good.
What's going on? So you think they're just gonna straight up back to back?
That defense like moved really fast last year. If they can keep up that same intensity this next year, then they're going back.
Dang. That's a pretty hot take in itself. Just to comment on that, yeah, I actually agree on that. Cause it's like those guys saying like I mean, on paper they're kind of like you know, they're kind of older vets and stuff like that. But if you can turn it on right at the very last, I mean, that's what they did. Look at like we're just talking about the Giants, you know, that 6 seed that randomly topped the Patriots that year. That was crazy. So yeah, that's crazy. All right, cool. So I guess my my take doesn't really matter because they already won. But I actually don't. I was initially I did think the Bucks are would win it or going back to back. But I don't know. That's going back to back is very hard, like in any sport, and especially the NFL. I'm just kind of doing it just because of injuries and stuff. How it's so hard just to even make it to the NFL, much to the Super Bowl back, much less back to back, and much less win it. So that one I'm actually gonna side with Adrian on that, but it doesn't matter because we have
won.
Coach Tosco as the winner.
The worst part is like agree with
Dang.
this.
Huh? Yeah, when you.
I didn't even disagree.
What do you mean?
I was
He didn't
like,
get it.
I agree. I mean, I don't know.
It was so
He
solid.
thinks
He
that-
couldn't
Yeah.
rebuttal.
No.
We got no response. That was perfect.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was a hot take. I was like, damn, it's a hot take. But it's not that hot. It's a cold take.
Yeah. So it's like.
But you should lose because it's not a hot take. Fuck you.
All right, guys. So we're gonna
Okay.
actually move on to this next segment. So we were gonna do the a little bit of NBA and Champions League, but we're gonna go ahead and just do that probably next episode and include it with our March Madness. So to our viewers out there, if you guys are listening or watching wherever you may be, or wherever platform you're actually on. So just to let you guys know, we're actually going to do a special episode on Thursday. We're just going to announce it and promote it a little bit more tomorrow as well. We're going to invite you guys to come in. Whoever has a bracket, everyone's is filling out their brackets. Go ahead and come on in and show us your bracket. Share a picture of it, or just let us know. We're going to do the first 2 rounds first. Then we're just, as the tournament continues, we'll start seeing all of our picks and stuff like that. So actually, we're all gonna choose our picks. So make sure we all can get on that. It's gonna be Thursday. We're probably gonna do it start at 7. Make it a little bit early so we can. I think the games actually start Thursday, right, Tosco?
There's going to be games Wednesday and Thursday, the playing games. So there's going to be games on both nights. I think there's going to be two. There's going to be 1 game on each night. So
Well, yeah, and then it's the first 4, right?
it's the first 4. The last 4 teams that were in,
Yeah.
are going to go ahead and play. There's going to be, I think it's 1 game Wednesday, 1 game Thursday.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
and then the actual tournament starts on Friday at like 11 in the morning, and it goes all day.
yeah, and then it goes to like through all the channels and everything. So, we'll definitely, and then as the week goes on, we'll actually start, we'll give our updates as well as our brackets are doing, how bad they busted and stuff like that. Go ahead.
Actually, it's going to be, all the games are going to be on Thursday. There's 4 games on Thursday. I thought it was going to be 2. I thought it was 1 and 1, but there's actually 4 playing games, and they're all on Thursday. So all the games are going to be on Thursday, and then the tournament begins on Friday. So
Bunch of trash games on Thursday.
no.
All right, so we'll watch the Thursday games and then we'll go from there. But we're gonna go ahead and just move on, guys, into our final segments, which are obviously our favorite one, which is gonna be our rapid fire. So in this case, we are gonna have Mr. Adrian versus Tosco again, but this one it's gonna be very, very interesting because I don't know, it just is.
What? Huh?
Hold on.
This is their first head-to-head
Oh yeah,
rapid fire.
this
Well, it
is
doesn't matter.
their,
This is easy. Like, let's just go.
this is the
So
first
did
head to
y'all
head
rapid
now.
fire last week?
I won last week.
No, he.
Yeah, because
He did win last week because it's Seabass.
it's Seabass. So
It was easy. Seabass was like, who's what's a Cuatimico or whatever?
Cuauhteviña.
What's a
Cuatimiña. I don't know what the Cuatimiña is though.
yeah, Danny, what's my record again?
6-1.
Yeah, that's 6 wins versus Seabass, buddy. So I don't expect to lose neither. So
Damn.
and a contested loss against Juan because I should have actually tied or won, but whatever.
Oh yeah, it was
I
that
should have
was.
lost.
Yeah. Let's see. One.
Anyways, we'll see what Adrian brings to the table.
Damn.
So the answer to the first question is actually 4.
Let's see, Adrian.
And there's 8 running backs with 2,000 yards rushing. What else? And no. And the day Kobe Bryant scored 83 points, 81 points. 83 points? 81 points. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. So, all right.
Against?
I don't remember. Spurs.
No.
Miami Heat.
No.
The Lakers.
No.
All right. I'm just getting all my pages out.
It's probably the Sacramento Kings or some shit.
It was a purple team, but it was not the Sacramento Kings.
Oh shit. Purple teams. Pelicans.
They don't
Never
wear
was.
purple.
They didn't even exist back then, did they?
No, they do not.
Purple. There's only one other
were
purple team. That's the Jazz.
Nope. There you go. Crack AV with the win.
What do we say? Magic?
The Raptors.
Oh, the Raptors. Jesus.
Toronto in the house.
Toronto sucks, bro.
10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend.
When does Vegas get a basketball team?
They have a G League team, I think.
WNBA team, the Aces.
They do. They do have a WNBA team.
Like, why do the Spurs have a team? Like, it's a garbage market.
I mean,
So does
So, like,
Oklahoma City.
I was like, New York is like the greatest market in the world, and no mames. When the fuck do they win?
Language.
The Brooklyn Nets. Hello.
Well, yeah, but the Nets like
Brooklyn!
the Nets actually have gone to the finals, no? New Jersey.
So did the Knicks.
The Nets made it to the finals 1 year.
That's Jersey, though, bro. Don't count that. Ow.
And then New York has made it. They have they made it to the finals many times, and I think they have 4, 5 championships. So
The last time they made it was Patrick Ewing,
to the finals, yes,
and they lost to the Spurs.
yes, sir.
Yep. All day, mofos. Okay.
So yes, I'm gonna win this rapid fire.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and start with some rapid fire. Sorry, guys. To our
Cristiano
live
Ronaldo,
team.
winger.
So right now we do have Tosco. That's actually in first place. It's gonna be 6-1-0. We have Seabass and
Peter Crouch was the tallest football player.
yes, and Seabass is 0-6-0, and Mr. Adrian, newcomer, bing, he's 1-0.
I think I lost to Bethel actually last week.
Adrian the rookie.
So in this case, we're gonna go ahead and actually start with our rapid fire for today. So we will actually start with Adrian, believe it or not, since he was our actual winner from last time. Mr. Adrian, you do have the baton. Do you want to pass it or do you want to keep it?
I'm going to do a strategy and defer.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and give it to Tosco. All right, guys. So you guys know the rules for rapid fire. It's going to be 1 minute, multiple disciplinary questions from multiple sports. We're gonna go ahead and go start with Tosco. We are gonna use some older rapid fire questions for our viewers. If you guys could pay attention, my bad. I had to recycle a couple. I was a little unprepared for
Recycle.
today.
That's all right. We
But that's okay.
recycle
That's
around
okay.
here.
So we'll go ahead and just start with the new ones with Tosco. And
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
again,
Evan, cue the flames.
again, we'll go ahead and start. It's gonna be the first.
Ooh, that's hot.
Oh, what? We're gonna go ahead and actually go with.
I like that sound.
Let's see.
Yo, can you get me clipped in as an audio clip?
Someday we will.
Yes.
Feeling some hate here.
We're gonna go ahead and actually go.
Oh, that's right. He did win. He Sivas did win.
Seabass won. Adrian
Yeah.
lost to Seabass.
Yeah.
The only reason was because I
I
don't know what a
forgot.
clip
I
is.
was like, oh, my
A
bad.
lot of
guys.
soccer questions.
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
No, but he was that was intense because Beto made it interesting.
We made it to
Oh,
overtime.
there was a three-way.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and I'll start with Tosco. We're gonna go ahead and start with our questions. I don't know if you saw it last week, Tosco, but if you didn't, that's good because I'm gonna ask you the same questions and then new ones as well. So
Hell yeah.
you guys know the rules. We're gonna start with one question. As soon as I finish my question, as many 1 minute to answer as many questions as he can, and Mr. Crack AV will take time and score. We'll take score. Mr. Superfan will take time, and whenever you're ready, Evan, we'll have a thumbs up with Evan, thumbs up with everyone is thumbs up. Let's go ahead and start. All right, Mr. Tosco. And
Boo.
what is the distance of the free throw line from the rim?
8 feet.
Incorrect. What position did Maradona play?
Forward.
Yes, I'll give it to you. First retired NBA player featured in NBA 2K cover.
Allen Iverson.
Incorrect. First basketball player became known for the skyhook shot.
The sky hook was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Correct. What college did Michael Irving play for?
Michael Irving, the
Yeah.
U, Miami.
Correct. In soccer, what is stoppage time?
The time after the game ends or the half ends that they allot to replacements and injuries.
All right. In tennis, if I'm up 15 love, what's the actual score?
15 love, it's 15-0.
Yes. What? Correct. What is a charity stripe?
Final question.
The charity what?
Stripe.
That is a free throw line.
Correct. Dang.
Boo.
Dang. How much did he get, Mr. Crack AV?
6 right and 2 wrong.
Damn.
That's an easy score to beat.
Well, that's
Let's go, Rook. Come on,
I got-
Rook.
I got 8 right last time. First try. No, I did. I got 4. I lost. Yeah, exactly, Evan.
All
Yeah, man,
Alright.
this guy's a bitch, you know?
right. Let me see. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I'm trying to figure out over here. God dang it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, team. All-time records. No, not all-time records.
Is that a division champions Cowboys hat?
Yes.
Yikes.
Let's see. We'll start with
It's
Tosco.
the years.
And we'll
15
do...
love is 1-0.
Yeah, 15 love is 1-0, but I still give him. It's either 1-0 or 15-0. I'll give him
Well-
both.
Okay, well, I'll get half questions right too.
I did give you.
Oh,
Dang, like that. Okay, all right, ready?
their grading curve.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, so we'll go ahead and have Adrian next. You guys know the rules. It's gonna be 1 minute, Mr. Adrian. You're ready, and here we go. What is the name of the NBA championship trophy?
I don't know. Pass.
Name of the play when offensive football player is tackled in their own end zone.
Safety.
Correct. And in soccer, how many defenders determine offside position?
2.
Correct. It's the butt fumble featuring which quarterback?
Mark Sanchez.
Correct. When was the Miracle on Ice?
1982.
Incorrect. Who was the first lottery draft pick ever?
Russell Westbrook.
Incorrect. In soccer, if the ball is out of bounds but the player's body is not, is the ball still in play?
Yes.
No, incorrect. Where was this
I must have heard it
soccer's
wrong.
The Beautiful Game born?
Mexico.
Incorrect. What's the difference between
England.
what's the difference between silver and gold and goal?
Silver and golden goal.
Yeah,
Last question.
you can answer it.
I know golden goal. If you make it, you win. But I don't know what silver goal is. So.
Oh my god. All right, well, it's not the full question. All right. What did he get, Mr. Craig AV? Talk to me.
He got 3 correct and about 6 incorrect.
Dang.
Okay, so first of all, I thought you said if a player is inbounds and the ball is inbounds, is the ball in play?
No, I
He
said
said it the other way around.
yeah, if the ball is out of bounds but the player's
It's
body
on the
is
players,
not.
yeah.
And also, where soccer was born is a very big debate. People say Mexico, people say England.
No, I said where was a
But he
beautiful
didn't
game.
ask- he didn't ask where was it born. He said was it praised the beautiful game.
Yeah, it was in
Oh.
it was in Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah,
Brazil.
actually England, the English Premier League, they said that they said that what is it? England invented the game and Brazilian perfected it. Yeah, so all right, guys. Next round, we'll go ahead and go with Tosco again. You ready, Tosco? And who has been on the NBA 2K cover more than once?
Kobe Bryant.
Incorrect. First QB featured in Madden cover.
First QB to be featured in the Madden cover. First QB. Michael Vick.
Incorrect. Top 3 teams with the most Super Bowls.
The Patriots, the Steelers, and the Patriots, the Steelers, and then there's a tie.
Yeah, either or.
Patriots, Steelers, and you can say the Cowboys, the
Yeah.
49ers.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Name 2 defensive players that have graced the Madden cover.
Ray Lewis and defensive players.
Yeah.
Oh. Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, defensive player. How can I think of this?
Last question.
Just get it wrong, dude.
No.
Just guess.
Hold
Just
on.
throw a reveal.
Okay, it's gonna be Ray Lewis and
You're gonna hate yourself when you know the answer.
I know I am. Ed Reed.
No.
It was close.
Yeah, Richard Sherman, Troy Polamalu.
Fuck. Yeah, that's the
Polamalu.
worst game ever.
All right, how many you get?
Technically, Polamalu was a dual cover with Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Polamalu was there.
Yeah,
I think I only got like 1 right.
Yeah. How many you get?
1 right and 3 wrong.
All right, +1.
Easy comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
Ooh. All
Let's
right,
go, come on.
Mr. Adrian.
I left the door open for you.
Roger Staubach.
All right. Let's
Bart
see.
Star. Joe Montana.
What are the last 4 NBA expansion teams?
Oh shit. Well, shit. Did they even count? I know the Pelicans are one. Pass.
All right. Most 3-pointers by quarter is by who?
Steph Curry.
Incorrect. Which country won its first World Cup? Won the first World Cup.
Italy.
Incorrect. What's the most decorated Olympian of all time?
The most great Olympian.
Decorated.
The swimmer guy. Next.
Thrilla in Manila, featuring Ali and
George Foreman.
incorrect. Only coach to win both NCAA and NBA
I get him
championship.
confused with Frazier all the time. Oh, goes it?
Only coach to win both NCAA and NBA championship.
Nick Saban.
Incorrect. Where was the Utah Jazz originally located?
Last question.
Mexico. Can't stop him.
Oh, what a comeback.
All right. How many did
Those
he
are
get,
hard,
Evan?
dude.
Those are easy.
How many did he get, Evan?
Got
None.
one right.
Oh.
If you don't count pronouns. Just make
Well, he didn't get any right.
swimmer guy.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Swimmer
do
guy.
that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. That was pretty hard. All right, Tosco, you want to
I'll
go
allow
like just like for fun? What is
Wait,
it?
what's his name? What's the swimmer guy's name?
Michael
Michael
Phelps,
Michael Phelps. That's right.
Utah was in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
The first one to win the World Cup was Uruguay, right?
Yeah,
Uruguay.
Uruguay. What the fuck? It's a random
Yeah.
team.
yeah, won the first World Cup.
I don't know what other questions you
Oh,
said.
the Thrilla in Manila.
That was Frazier.
That was Frazier. I always do. I do both of them because I
always
Yes,
say
he does.
Foreman.
No, he did that to me one week. He said, "What's a Thriller in Manila?" And I said Foreman, and then it was wrong. And then the next week he goes,
Rumble
"What
in
is
the
Rumble
Jungle?"
in the Jungle?" And I said Foreman, and it was or I said Frazier, and it was Foreman.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. All right, cool. All right, we'll go ahead and just do a couple more rounds because you guys are very interesting over here. All right,
Ask me some Jaguar questions, bro.
Mr. Tosco. We're gonna go
Yeah,
ahead.
Justin Blackman's birthday is December 3rd, 1989.
who cares?
Let's see. 8 running backs with 2K yard seasons. Name 3.
Adrian Peterson, Chris Johnson, and Eric Dickerson.
Correct. How many teams in the NFL have animals as mascots?
Animals as mascots.
Yes.
Is that NFL? You said?
Yeah, NFL.
Oh, Nambi, dude.
What?
I mean, like that's hard. There's like 18 teams.
You have to take it or
I'm gonna
pass.
say-
A
No,
long time
I'm
is
taking
not
it.
enough.
I'm taking it.
He's
Yeah,
got
might
all the
as
time.
Yeah. 6 seconds.
Yeah.
3. Okay. You could answer. You could answer.
I'm gonna
that's your final
say-
question.
14.
Incorrect.
Incorrect,
Jeez.
dude.
How
20.
many?
20.
20.
I don't know. Google it. It's shows in Google. I just went by Google. Google
You
knows
forgot
best.
about the Bills.
No,
You forgot
it's-
about
the Bears, the Lions, the Panthers, the Falcons. Okay. Then you
Eagles.
go okay, so I missed the Eagles, so I was 15. Then I said
Evan.
Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals, and
Niners.
No,
I didn't count Niners, so that's 7. Then it's the Dolphins. Then it's the Ravens. It's the Bengals. That's 10.
The
Okay,
Browns
and
are a
then
dog mascot.
it's 10, and then it's the Jaguars and the. I guess you can count the Colts,
The Colts.
and then the last division only has Broncos. So that's 13, and I missed 2, so 15. So
Is
there's
the
not
Phoenix
20.
Suns technically a Phoenix is an animal?
No, that's
Phoenix Suns.
that's
NFL.
NBA.
NFL.
Oh, Cardinals.
Yeah. So all right. Well, I said 20, so I went by 20. So no, incorrect. Well, what I mean.
It says 16 teams are named for animals.
There you go, 16. I was at 15.
All right,
The
16.
Cardinals, the Falcons, the Ravens, the Bills, the Panthers, the Bears, the Bengals, the Browns. They count the Browns.
Yeah,
Oh,
technically.
the Browns
I mean,
are a dog.
Yes.
yeah. So all right, guys. So all right. So To's gonna get anything this round, but that's okay because Adrian's gonna try to go for the comeback.
That's right. I'm gonna get all these right.
All right, let's go ahead and start with. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which team drafted Kevin Durant?
The Seattle Supersonics.
Correct. Who is the glove?
Oh shit. Next.
Who is primetime?
Give them all
Megatron.
the easy ones.
Megatron. I said I fucked up.
What is it? What is it? Who's primetime? Just say it. Say it.
Deion Sanders.
Correct.
He said
Who-
Megatron.
Who is the bus? Who did plus the bus play for?
The Steelers.
Correct. Ooh. How long can a goalie hold on to the ball?
5 seconds.
Incorrect. Name of the NFL championship trophy.
The Lombardi Trophy.
Correct. Difference between KO and TKO.
KO is they can't get back up, and a TKO is the ref calls it off.
Correct. In group stage, a win gets you how many points?
3.
Correct. What is the
What's a minute?
last 4 NFL
Doesn't
expansion
matter.
teams?
Last question.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, the Houston Texans, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, he got it. I mean,
Yeah, give
it's
them all the easy questions.
I'm like, dang, okay, all right. It's actually the revamped Browns, but it's same thing, same difference.
No, it's not the same thing.
I mean,
No, so that should not count.
we're still giving it to him. All right, how many points?
Like 10.
7 correct and
Dang.
2 incorrect.
Damn. Dosco, you ready?
Yeah, give me all the easy ones too, and I'll get some, right?
Hey, you already got the half question, okay? And
All
you're
right.
not skipping. You're too greedy. You want to get everything right.
I want those questions that you got.
All right,
Nah,
ready?
You could have skipped.
Yeah.
Gil-
Go.
Gilbert Arenas nickname.
Gilbert Arenas nickname. Nah, guess pass.
What is who holds the record for most TDs in the season?
In a season,
Yeah,
Peyton Manning.
correct. What is the most TDs in the season record?
Pass.
How many fouls before you fall out?
6.
Correct. Name 4 out of 6 NBA players that have scored 60 plus in the game.
Pass.
Currently holds record for the most 3-point field goals of all time.
Of all time.
I'm sorry, in a game.
Klay Thompson.
Incorrect. Tim Duncan's also known as
Tim
nickname.
Duncan's also known as
Nickname.
the big fundamental.
Correct. How many teams have three-peated in the NBA?
Final question.
How many teams have three-peated in the NBA?
Yeah, which teams?
Like which teams? Or
Yeah, which teams? Sorry, which teams?
the Bulls, the Lakers, and the Celtics.
Correct. Got him. There we go.
I would have said the Spurs fucked it up.
The Spurs
All right.
won it every other year.
Talk to me, Evan. Or Crack
You
Heavy.
got 4 correct and 4 incorrect.
Feel it was way
4.
more than 4.
All right, Mr. Adrian.
Chafito, Tosco, Chafito. Gilbert, I can't believe you didn't know Gilbert Arenas' nickname, dude. That's crazy.
I don't remember.
AI, dude, of course.
What?
Agent Zero.
Agent
Agent
Zero,
Zero.
dude.
Agent
What
Zero.
is? Shit, I thought you were talking about Kimball Walker, not fucking Gilbert Arenas.
What?
Or
All right.
John Wall on that team. Agent 00.
All right.
That would be the.
You ready, Adrian?
I don't know the name of the NHL Super Bowl trophy. Don't tell me.
The Stanley Cup.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, sir.
When is the last time? Ready? When is the
Yes.
last time that the U.S. failed to win the gold for men's basketball?
2006,
Incorrect.
2004.
In soccer, why is it known as a pitch rather than the field?
A pitch ran in the field.
Rather than a
Rather
field.
than
Oh,
on the field.
because they used to pitch on it on cricket.
Incorrect. What is a false 9 position?
False 9 is a center forward that's quasi striker, quasi midfielder.
We'll give that to you. That's correct. What does group of death refer to?
The hardest group in the table.
Correct. Which coach has the fastest ejection in NBA history?
Greg Popovich.
Correct. Who did last year's or 2 years ago Super Bowl halftime show?
2 years ago, Lady Gaga.
Incorrect. And what is a
Justin
Memorial
Timberlake.
Day miracle?
Memorial Day miracle is when the British and the Germans got in the middle of the field and had a peace treaty and hung out.
No, close, but no. All right. Talk to me, Evan.
Looks like you got 3 right and 4 incorrect.
All right, gentlemen. So we're actually going to do one last round.
Woo.
And right now, let's see, we're at 11 and 13. Tosco, you're a little behind.
Give me all the easy
Damn.
questions, and I'll take the lead. That's cool.
But
It is what it is, man. I had those questions last week and I still dominated.
You lost.
Yeah, but I tied.
I'm a losing record.
all right, Mr. Tosco, you ready?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Haiti.
Prime time, the bus. What was the other one? The other easy one? Jesus. 3 gimmies.
What
right there.
is for a touchdown, the ball must break or pass?
The what?
For a touchdown, the ball must break or pass?
Or the goal line.
Correct. What is redshirting?
Redshirting is when the player gets an extra year of eligibility, and so he doesn't have to play, use that year of eligibility that year in college.
Correct. FIFA is an acronym in what language?
French.
Correct. What is a seam route?
Seam route is going straight up the field through the inside of the corner or linebacker up the field.
Correct. In football, what is a blind side?
Blind side is the back side of the quarterback, the side that the quarterback cannot see.
Correct. Team responsible for Bountygate in 2012.
The Saints.
Correct. Football position considered to be protector of the running back.
The fullback.
Correct. Oldest active to grace Madden cover.
The oldest active player.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Oh, I guess technically, yeah. Well, no. I guess latest the oldest cover, like oldest player and oldest cover.
Like the one that just came out in Madden 21.
Yeah. That's Brady. But I'm saying like the oldest. What is the oldest Madden that still has an active player? There we go.
Oh, the oldest Madden that
To
still
appear
has
on the
an
cover.
active.
that
On the
is still
cover, yeah.
active.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, it's not Drew Brees. Uh, Larry Fitzgerald.
Correct. Dang. Got it.
Peyton Hillis.
All right, Mr. Track JV.
Adrian got all 8 correct.
Yeah.
God
No.
dang.
Dude, that was too easy, dude.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of
Your 3
gimmies.
gimmies.
Running, and you got 8.
Yeah, it was my turn to get the gimme round.
Running back, fullback, blind side. Okay, the seam route is I never know what that is.
How do you win the football game?
That one I get to. I
But,
don't know.
what's a seam route? I'm like, I don't know. It's like a post route, but
Like, no,
No.
no, it's not like a
That's
fucking.
Completely different.
but
All
it's
right,
different.
all right. Bitch, Adrian.
So you need 6 to tie, 7 to win.
I'm gonna get
All
12.
right.
This is for Kyler Murray.
Let's go.
It's for Cliff Kingsbury.
And Cliff Kingsbury.
We'll give you the number 3.
And our running backs coach, Anthony Lynn.
Let's see. Who is the only position allowed in the neutral zone prior to snap?
The center.
Correct. Name of the mascot for UT Austin.
The Longhorn?
Name.
What's the name of the Longhorn?
Name.
Oh, Bevo.
I'll give it to you. Yes. Name of name a member of the 1540-90 club.
1540-90 Club?
Mm-hmm.
Adolf Hitler.
Incorrect. In cover 3, what area does a full safety cover?
In cover
Free
3.
safety.
The free safety. Full safety. Well.
Well, I know he covers deep, but I don't know what you call it. Next question.
Incorrect.
Where?
Incorrect. For catch in NFL, 2 feet down, college, 1 foot, high school.
No feet. I had to go for that one, dude. I had to go.
It was a layup. It was a layup.
What award was named after Kobe Bryant?
Some scholarship probably to like Brown or something. I don't know.
What is? Oh, who did Colin?
That was it. That's it. Done.
Oh, all
Colin
That was the
Kaepernick.
right. I just want to say this one just so you can see if you can
That's
get it.
All right.
Who did Colin Collinsworth replace
Oh, this
on
fucking question.
NBC?
I don't know. Jim Nance.
Let's go.
No. Chris Collinsworth. Who did he replace?
Yeah.
Oh, John Madden.
John Madden.
Yeah, I just
All right.
I don't.
All right.
Can I give Adrian one question?
All right, go for it.
Question. All right. Well, we're still today is the third we're March 16th, also known as 316th Day, is known for which professional wrestler?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is correct.
Dang, got him.
You can't have a 316 day without.
Dude, that's like
Stone
20
Cold
extra
in there.
points. No, I'm just
You're
kidding.
right. You're right.
All right. How many did you get, Evan?
Got
12.
2 right and 4 incorrect.
Wait,
2.
come on, Evan. What the hell? That's not right.
I don't make the rules.
Oh,
You can't put his name on these things.
But we could rig this, man.
So in this case, after 5 rounds of some intense rapid fire action,
It was
2-10.
we're
too
gonna go
hot.
ahead and award Tosco yet another win. Damn. So we're gonna go ahead and give Tosco his 2 hour. Whoa, not that much. We're gonna give it Tosco the 2-minute session. Talk about whatever you want, anything you want, and everything that you want. Go ahead, Tosco.
Just keep it clean. Keep it.
Hey,
sexy.
let me go ahead and interject here real quick.
no, I'm gonna make this super quick and short. It's the best time of the year. We have March Madness. People watch Thursday. We're gonna have a March Madness special. We're going to be here. We're going to give out our brackets. We're going to give out some picks, some upsets, some surprises. It's going to be awesome. Best time of the year. This Thursday it starts, and we're going to be having that for you. So please tune in. It's going to be a fun time.
Very underrated part of the year for sports.
$400 on Texas Tech winning the entire thing.
And we'll have a gambling section where Adrian just randomly just gambles $1,000 away.
If you guys like my hot takes, then you'll like my degeneracy in gambling.
It's very, very fun.
All right, guys. So just to wrap it up real quick, so just want to say thank you to everyone that's looking out right now on our Facebook and everything. I know that we did get a small shout out from let's see, hold on, my bad. Let's see, I guess small shout out actually from Seabass. Whoa, Seabass will take that bet. I don't know, he'll take some type of bet. And of course my friend Edgar. So we'll probably get a little bit more in tune in regards to like any audience questions and stuff like that as we continue like moving forward with that. But for now, just for everyone kind of listening in, keep an eye out for our YouTube channel. We're gonna start getting on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, and I believe on Google, whatever the Google podcast is as well. We're getting like on pretty much every platform, everywhere where everyone listens to your major podcast besides the video portion of it. So just to go, we'll still go ahead and start wrapping it up whenever you're ready. Go for it, Evan. All right, guys. So that's that's gonna be it for this week's episode. Go ahead and follow everyone us on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Check us out, our YouTube channel, Mezzo Forte Sportz. We do have all of our highlights for our podcast, including the full episodes, and music provided by Studio 13th. They are main sponsor. Local music, local art. San Antonio's finest. Make sure that you do have them work for you. Do you need a logo, enhance your image, or anything like that? Studio 13th Day, studio13thday.com. Again, Studio 13th Day. This is Danny BMD signing off, saying laters to everyone. Go ahead and bring it home, Arturo.
Thank you, Dan. Listen, the day is, as Drew Brees says goodbye to New Orleans, the Big Easy has an uneasy question of choosing which QB to choose, Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston. Remember, sports are great when you know the reality of the fans. This is episode number 16. Until next time, folks, be cool, stay safe, and keep on listening to Mezzo Forte Sportz.
We're out.